Hello, my people. Good day. Welcome to another newspaper review on Niger Watch. How are you doing? My name is Ima, and I'm reporting live from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Where are my people? Okay, Mommy Diaspora. Good morning to you, beautiful mama. It's good to have you right here with me on today's broadcast. Thank you for always being here, Mama. Thank you. Another we've come to the close of another week, and thank you for making every section filled with your love. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Good morning. How you doing? It's the weekend. The weekend is upon us. I'd like to know what you do for relaxation, what you do for nice time, what you do for fun during the weekends. Yes, I just might learn a thing or two from you. Yeah. Okay, in the comment section, you have the link to join the broadcast. If you'd like to come on here and dissect the newspaper headlines with me, then the link is right there for you. Good morning to Maki Rabo. Good morning, Maki Rabo. How you doing? It's a beautiful Saturday morning over here in Lagos, Nigeria. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you for joining to this broadcast. Yes. All right. Just a minute to put myself together. Guys, please let's remember to do the needful by liking this broadcast, sharing this broadcast, and inviting a person or two to this broadcast. Also, please, the need to my words are skipping up this morning. Something is strongly distracting me, but I got you guys. Okay, the need to support us financially is of paramount importance, guys. Please to the right to have the dollar sign. Click on it, and the procedure is very instructive. All the help you need, you have it right there. So, guys, please supports this broadcast. Good morning to you, Osagbovo. Yes, happy Saturday to you, my brother. How you doing? It's good to have you here today. Naomi Bella. She said good morning once again. Good morning to you, sis. How you doing? All the kisses and the love I receive. Thank you very much. How you doing? Naomi Bella, I'd like to know what you do for relaxation. I'd like to know what you do for fun. Today is Saturday, and I am about to get me some. So I need new ideas. I need new ideas of what to do, where to go to, and all of that. Israel Semota, good morning to you. How is Pluto this morning? Thank you for joining in today. It's always good to have you on here, Mr. Semota. Thank you. Oh, Naomi Bella, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Naomi Bella. Thank you. All right, guys, we'll move to. Shall we begin? All right, Daily Trust. Misguided elements out to stop religious ethnic divisions, and that's from Tinubu. Congratulate new Khan leader. Dogara Babache orders threatening to sink APC over Muslim tickets. Their position unhelpful. That's from APC. Going to the writers, how Facebook provides haven for imposters, fraudsters, and others. Meet physics graduate who dazzled investors, secured 6 million naira investment. CVR, why INEC can't extend deadline. That's from an official. And here we have, it is not true. Atiku orders reached out to me, Wiki. You guys know Wiki has started spilling, and I know that the media is going to keep up with it because everybody wants to hear what Wiki has to say. We've waited so long to hear him speak, but I don't know. I feel I feel some type of way about this because speaking right now, I don't know what that's supposed to. Nobody wants to know what is happening in APC or PDP. Everybody just wants the country to be safe, to be peaceful, and to be a country that you can live in, sleep with your eyes truly closed, really. All right, moving on. Shake up in Nigerian army amid growing terrorist attack. Misdiagnosis concerns over conflicting medical test results from the private sector and the public sector healthcare. There seems to be a rise of misdiagnosed results. People are, and they don't know why this is, but they're looking into it. We'll move on to Saturday Sun. Fear everywhere. Insecurity may soon consume Nigeria. That's from Sultan. 20 drowned trying to escape bandits. So you stay for your house. You know, you get carried away. You're on the road, you get carried away. You're on a trip, there are chances of you being carried away. Your farm, chances of you being carried away. School, chances of you being carried away. And you trying to run away from being carried away, and you are still meeting your Waterloo. Come on. So this is one of the reasons. This and many more. One of the reasons why I say that we don't even care what Wike has to say at this point. Okay, whatever you have to say, just keep it. Yes, we want the gist, but keep it. Not now. Not now. We don't distract us. These people need to rise up to occasion and do the needful. Protect our land. Protect everybody. All right, moving on. We are mortally afraid, say Abuja residents. Police working round the clock to ensure security. Tinubu Shatima ticket, pure anti-Christian agenda, Northern Christian elders. To say there is no Northern Christian with competence to be VP, greatest of insults. Thugs invade Lagos Catholic Church, snatch PVC registration machines. Finally, Wike opens up on Atiku Ayu, says ex-VP lied against him with his attack dogs raining insults. Then we have here terrorist attacks. Southeast on red alert. IPOB, ESN vow to protect Igbo land. And well, Mr. Niger can caution me or lack of the right words right now, but I just have to say this. I think it's a good thing that you people have the likes of IPOB, ESN, MASOB, and all of this that are ready to protect your land. I mean, I was talking to someone when I saw the headlines this morning. I was like, what do we have? Who do we have in my own state? Now, we all need, if the government cannot, we have to. And it looks like we're going to do it the regional government way. People are protecting their, state by state. If these people cannot protect the whole of Nigeria, then probably we can protect ourselves in smaller numbers, right? This is almost me saying way to go. Almost me saying way to go. Okay, we'll move to the next paper. Tribune. There's fear, confusion. This is a failed government. PDP cries out. Service chiefs working hard to stop insecurity, and that's from APC. Dismisses PDP senators' move to sack Buhari. 2023, Lawal, Dogara, Dalong, others asked Christians to reject Muslim ticket. Buhari has succeeded in taking our economy. Buhari has succeeded in taking our economy from top to bottom, and that's from Dino Malaye. Two veteran Nollywood actors kidnapped in Enugu. Police launch manhunt for kidnappers of hotelier in Ogbomoso. Bandits kill 20 in Sokoto. Attack on media. Gumi lashes out at federal government. So I have my first panelist here, and I want to give a shout out to him. Brother Nice, good day to you. Thank you for joining to this broadcast. How are you doing, Brother Nice?
I'm doing great, and you? I don't supposed to ask because seeing you alone, I know you are doing great. You are
Thank
looking,
you
you are
very
look,
much, brother Nice.
looking beautiful. But the way you were looking good, the people will think that Nigeria is good, for real.
But Nice, all I can say is God has been really good. Thank God I don't look like what the country is going through right now. Honestly, honestly.
Yeah,
But Brother
for real,
Nice,
for
thank
real.
you.
We thank God for that. All right.
Thank you very much. Brother Nice, how you doing? I'd like to know, what do you do for a nice time on a Saturday and a weekend like this?
Yeah, I'm going for shopping now because I don't like during the week I don't have time for shopping. So weekend I go for shopping. So I'm just going out now. I just want
Okay.
to drive, going to go to shopping.
All right, Brother Nice.
So
All
I
right,
just want
all
I want
right.
to spend I want to spend some time with you guys before I leave.
Please do. Please do. It's good to have you here, Brother Nice. Thank you for joining in. I'll just take up the last paper
All right.
and then we move. Vanguard. Pandemonium as terrorists close in on Abuja. Why attacks have accelerated military source. You would also want to know why the attack has accelerated, or okay, you could just go on to page 15 on Vanguard. I'd be like, wait, you don't care what has made it to accelerate, and you just want solution, you just want to stop to it. Then join in, come on into the studio and let's reason together. One soldier killed as military repels Zuma Rock attack, kills attackers. No time for blame game, Sultan of Sokoto. You lied against me, Wike tells Atiku. Toby Amusan, the golden girl. Before our story changed in 2015. That's El Rufai's message to President Buhari. Delta, court oppose, yes. Court oppose Obo Revory as PDP governor candidate. I was naked when 30 gunmen invaded our area, 12 of them bulldozing into my house, Abuja woman. Two Nollywood actors abducted while filming in Enugu. Lagos hospital performs successful open heart surgery. Um, that's good coming from the things the medical well, I don't know if this is supposed to prove a point that I don't know if this is supposed to prove a point that the hospitals in Nigeria are top notch. Of course, they have top notch. They have good hospitals, but it costs tooth, eyes, every part of you to be able to afford. Oh, these are specialists. These are international hospitals. Of course, it costs a lot. The government, it should have been done in a government hospital. The government should be able to provide that. Provide that. You don't have to sell everything you have just to have good medical. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Mr. Machiavelli, it's good to have you here. Good morning, Mr. Machiavelli.
Yeah, good morning, Mrs. Ima, and good morning to everyone and all the concerned citizens around the globe. And thank you so much. I have to steal but a nice space today, but I don't know if you can because I'm just in a very tight corner so that I can give Nigerians what I need to give them. And because it said Nigerian first, like I said, I'm a Nigerian first and Plutorian second. So that is why. So, Brother Nice, I'm very sorry. And thank you for having me on the show, Mrs. Ima. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mr. Machiavelli. But nice, is that fine by
Machiavelli,
you?
Machiavelli. Hello,
Yeah,
bro.
I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, you can take my space for now. No problem.
Okay, thank you very much. And Mrs. Ima, you can go on. Whenever you want to call me, just call me.
All right, Mr. Machiavelli. All right, guys. The numbers of like on this broadcast and the numbers of viewership, they do not match at all. So, guys, please let's do the needful. I'll start with you, my people, in the comment section. Please let's do the needful, guys. Let's do the needful. Like this broadcast, share, invite someone. Come, let's talk. Come, let us reason together. Um, Joshua Al Joshua Alia. Good morning to you. How you doing? Thank you for joining this broadcast. It's good to have you here. Welcome. Clarence Bales. Good morning. Clarence Bales is saying Buhari's inactive government failed initial I am not surprised. You are not surprised. A lot of people are saying they are not surprised that history has repeated itself. Mr. Machiavelli, do you remember when uh, the sitting president once ruled Nigeria? Were you, I'm not sure I want to say were you born then, but were you under his government?
Of course. Are you talking about the democratically elected president or the military head of state?
When he was military head of state.
Yes, of course. I was there. I was born during that time.
What's
Even during
what's
the
the
time of
difference? Is
Babangida
there a
must go.
difference?
Okay, I must say that, with all due respect, I think the military rulers at that time were much more better than what we have now. Because right state of is not. If they declare a state of emergency and everybody is supposed to be inside, that during the curfew, you are expected to remain there. They were very, 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 straight in whatever they do. So at this time, I think we prefer that time to this time now, whereby Nigerians cannot even guarantee their rights anymore. It's very unfortunate, and I do not wish that for my fellow citizen. Like I told you, I'm a very patriotic Nigerian, and I believe that the reason why we are in this quagmire is because of the failure and the incompetence we put in government, and those who believe that it is my father or is my brother, is my uncle that is there, so I can always. It's a government of or those who benefit their families and those around close friends. They do not care of the ordinary Nigerian citizens, and this is why we are in this kind of this state of anarchy right now.
All right, brother. Nice. Sorry, Mr. Machiavelli. A lot of people are saying that shame on Nigerians for allowing history to repeat itself. I mean, so what happened? So how then did he come into power again? If after what happened at me that time, and is still here again, you think we've learned our lessons? You think we will do better?
Can I emphasize on that? Let me just put this one clear. You see, the reason why we came to this kind of government is that Nigerians, we didn't know what we have, and we were aligned with. They kind of use a way to disenfranchise us towards politics. These are the first thing was to make sure they don't put things that will educate you as a human being to know what is right and what is wrong. First, if you look at the educational system in Nigeria, it is nothing to write home about. If you look at the northern person, it will tell you that it is what someone tells me, that is what I will use to do my work. You cannot see that in the other side. For us to be able to thrive as Nigerians, we must all sit together and have a national dialogue. We need a national dialogue right now because all the geopolitical zones in Nigeria has everything to make a Nigeria great place. We have the resources, but we just lack the leadership. How do we get the leadership? Is by assembling ourselves to have a national dialogue. There we cannot find a solution. How we can change our constitution, that is number one, because our constitution needs to be revisited. It is a written constitution, it is not unwritten. So we can have a review on that and change it for the betterment of every Nigeria, irrespective of your class, belief, or whatever you look like. This is what is very, very much essential right now. Otherwise, we are going to find ourselves in the same quagmire. And the only people that can do it is by making sure we bring in good governance that will go back to where we come from because the foundation is wrong.
And by foundation, you mean the constitution?
Yes, the constitution was given to us in a way that it didn't benefit the Nigerians themselves. It only benefit those that are in power. in power of the Constitution has it said that it is only when the government find it okay for them if they have the capacity to work for Nigeria. There's a section of it, and which does not really applies to every. If you look at every of us who live in different countries of today, it doesn't work like that. Even if you come today, the Constitution covers you, it guarantees your right, and you cannot be tampered with. Nigerians need to know that first of all, our Constitution is a bit wrong. We need to make sure we amend it, and it's for every Nigerian. And also, Nigerians need to know that it does not actually mean that you are from the north or you are from the west. That this is not the problem. They use it to divide you so that they can always present something to you on the table that this is where the place something is wrong. We need to allow competent leaders to take the affairs of government. We do not want people who says because it's my brother or it's my sister or it's from my state. This is wrong. This is where we are getting it wrong. We need competent people, and the competent people we have now, and this is why they're afraid of the generation we have today, because they see that they are opening their eyes. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. You don't have competent leaders. They don't know what they're doing there. They don't even understand what government is. So this is the reason why we are still swimming in this kind of ocean. So we need to elect people that will make sure that every Nigerian, and we also need to, start building on that foundation of bringing in people from another generation to also support the generation that is about to come in now. This is how we have to work. We don't need to be working on sentiment. We need to be working on how intelligent people are and how good they are, area of specialization, so that we can put them in different positions to be able to build a structure. You cannot build a structure without having the good architectural design. Otherwise, it is going to crumble.
All right, Mr. Machiavelli, thank you for that submission. I don't have that nice here anymore, so I'll just move on to Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, good evening to you, Mr. Kennedy. How you doing? And how's the beautiful city of Japan this evening?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Eman. Thank you for having me. Uh, I don't know, is it time to, give submissions or just greetings?
Yes, but let's begin with some questions, Mr. Kennedy. I'd like to know what the difference in Buhari's reign right now and back then. What's the difference?
Well, I think that'll be very difficult for me to give my take because, when he came, initially he was military, he was a general, but now he's a civilian. And I think his head has failed him. If at all he's alive, I think his head has failed him, and he's working for his region. During the military, I think that would not be attainable or obtainable to work for your region. I think now he's working for his region, and he has an agenda. That is the problem I see here, because if he actually wanted to, take the bull by the horn, it's easy. As a commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic, it's easy. When he says he gave instruction for somebody, the transmission man, to go to Benue State, and he didn't know that he didn't go there, and he did nothing about it. And when he was asked by the Federal House of Assembly to relieve the service chiefs of their positions, he refused to do that. People that were supposed to retire, he refused to retire them and all that. And look at what is going on. And Rufai is saying that he was the one that went to inform the president that he had been threatened. Rufai from Kaduna State going to Aso Rock. Or where are the service chiefs? Where are the personal assistants? Where is Mogono?
Where his family?
Where are his family? So you can see that you don't see his family. During the first tenure, the little girl, the little daughter was always very flippant, talking anyhow. You don't see her anymore. You don't see, the wife is not in Nigeria. Nobody from the family is talking. If there's a national event, then the wife is not seated. The children are not there. So we actually, there's more to this than meet the eye. So there's a problem. There's something they are not telling us. Either Mr. President is not alive, or he's incapacitated, he's in a vegetative state, Yeah. Because we have the right to assume anything right now. So I don't know what is going on. The former Buhari and this new Buhari, I think they are just one and the same. Thank you very
All
much.
right, Mr. Kennedy. I would also want to ask you if Nigerians dared to vote him again in 2015, and still re-elected him for a second time, do you think we're even ready?
Yes, we are ready. I will let you know. I want to let you know that Buhari was not elected for the second term. I can assure you that he wasn't elected. That is why the INEC told us that there was no INEC server. There was INEC server in 2014, but all of a sudden in 2019, the INEC server disappeared. And the fact is, we need judiciary that will be up and doing. The judiciary, if the judiciary takes the bull by the horn, we will not be where we are. I listened to my brother Machiavelli. He said the constitution, and other things. But yes, I agree with him. Even this constitution that we have now, if we work with it, everything there will be peace. If we work with this, the constitution says there has to be a federal character. The federal character is not followed. So if we follow this, even if the constitution is killed, even if we follow this constitution, things will be okay. The constitution spoke about the local government. Are there local governments now? No, the governors, they appoint their local whoever they want to be in their local government council. So there's a problem with we the people, I mean all the Nigerians. And if people are saying that their politicians are not competent, for me, I have a different perspective. The politicians are competent. The only thing I see in them is that they are very wicked. They are wicked people. These people, they are competent enough to rule their families and know where and how to educate their children and their wives and their extended family members. The only thing they don't know is how to educate the entire public or the citizenry. So I attribute that to being wicked. So that's what I see in
All
it.
right.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you very much for that. Mr. Alex, good day to you, Mr. Alex. It's good to have you on today's podcast. How are you doing, Mr. Alex?
Yeah, good morning. How are you, Ima?
I'm well, thank you, Mr. Alex. It's been a while you were on my broadcast.
Yes. Ima, what tribe are you? I'll be willing to ask.
Akwa Ibom.
Okay, I will come and get some Edika Inko and have some soup from you.
Mfuneba, Mfuneba. All right, Mr. Alex. As you can see the headline news right there on your screen, everywhere is screaming fear, 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 there's confusion, there's pandemonium, there's terrorism, everything is happening and it has entered our federal capital. What's your reaction to this? This is happening
Uh,
live in Nigeria today. What's your reaction to this?
Press the C for life as quickly as possible. I want to say that I picked some words from the last panelists. Not that they are not competent. They are competent enough to educate their family members abroad. They are competent enough to take care of their extended family and organize their marriage and everything. But they are not competent enough to do the right thing when it comes to the public. They are just simply wicked and heartless. That's the right word. This is why when you see a revolution comes, they take out all these men. They kill them in most countries. They are killed. When military juntas come to power, they take out these corrupt men. A lot of them they become political prisoners. You don't so much blame the military or the revolutionaries for doing things like this. It happened in Ghana. J.J. Rawlings slaughtered people. At first, people were shouting, massacre, massacre. But later on, they saw the light. Today is celebrated, living or dead. J.J. Rawlings is a forever living statue in Ghana and in African politics. You can never discuss African democracy without mentioning J.J. Rawlings and his work in Ghana. So, some people don't deserve to be alive. Looking at the evil, the amount of poverty they've plunged innocent citizens into. So for me, they know what they are doing. And I believe nothing lasts forever. It's just wickedness, barbaric. I mean, I'm short of words. This is, I want to visit something that the last panelist also said, that something is not right somewhere. We are not hearing from his family members anymore, talking about Mr. President. Something is not right. In 2017, I I still feel something happened that we don't know at the London hospital. I know that our children will bring out the truth. Today we are discussing the slave trade. We are discussing the invasion of Benin Kingdom. We were not there. Our children will also bring out facts. Today we are discussing Europe returning looted artifacts. Our present king was not even born. So I know that something happened at that London hospital in 2017. That since then, a lot has been happening. A lot has been happening. So I'm not blaming Britain for anything, but I know they have a conspiracy in this matter. In the way they've been quiet, at least Nigeria is a sovereign nation, but there's what we call international pressure. Britain mounted pressure on military government those days, even if Nigeria is a sovereign nation. So the way they kept quiet on the killings in Nigeria, so far, apart from recently they went to Zamfara because the gold in Zamfara is going to Dubai and Qatar. It's not going to Britain or France or European Union where England can have control over it. So long they are allowed to use their British petroleum to drill oil, people can continue to be killed. So, I mean, the fear is so palpable. The fear is palpable. You can see, I mean, you can virtually see it everywhere in Nigeria. People are like destitute, talking about nationality. People don't even know if they are Nigerians anymore. They are just living in no man's land in Nigeria. It's every man for his or herself right now. And it's a pathetic situation. This is not democracy. This is not what we voted for. Something is happening that we don't know. Something happened that we don't know. That only Aisha Buhari, El-Rufai, Okorocha, and British government knows about. Because right now, no British territory is slaughtering people the way they are doing in Nigeria. And Britain will keep quiet. There must be pressure. There must be statements released by the House of Commons, House of Congress, or whatever in America. So I'm not blaming them for our problem. We have wicked leaders. We have very, very wicked people. It's not the problem. The problem is not even the system for me. The problem is the people in the system. They are so corrupt. They are so devilish. Their heart is sealed with hot iron, according to the Bible. They are not selfless. They are not people driven. They are not driven with ideas or books read. They are not inspired. They just want to live for themselves, their family members, and their extended family members, and their concubines. Is what is happening. You see a 19-year-old girl driving a car of 10 million. How did she get it? Of course, she's connected to one politician or the other. Things are happening in Nigeria that you just feel like they've destroyed education. Those days when somebody gets admission into a university, the family celebrate. They even almost throw a party because the future is bright. You will see companies queuing up at the gate of higher institutions in Nigeria, waiting for the best brains. Companies like Renault and so on and so forth. But nowadays, even first-class degree holders are nowhere to be found. You see them selling recharge cards. You see a tout who just became a politician. A professor is now a secretary to a tout. So the whole thing, I don't know, I hope we get it right within coming election. That is the only light we are seeing from far away. Because 6 to 7 months to me is like 10 years right now with the way things are going in Nigeria. So I know there's a conspiracy between some people at the federal level and some people internationally, because look at the way they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Yet they cannot investigate the jailbreaks. They cannot investigate the missing funds, the borrowed funds. They don't have the intelligence to check about the killings at the church or war. They cannot investigate, a lot of things happening, the abnormalities. Yet they had the intelligence to go to Kenya and kidnap somebody who is threatening them with the truth, who is stirring the populace with the truth, whether he went about
Mr.
it
Alex,
the right way or not. Yes, I'm hearing you. Tell me.
what do you think gave these people the influence to, carry out such act on us? And they've succeeded in doing this for years. Why? How did we as civilians, as a people, as a nation, how did we encourage these people to be who they are? Because I'm sure they didn't just come out to be daredevils. They've done in this Buhari's government, right? How can you come out and say snake swallowed snake? And we did nothing about it. Snake swallowed such amount of money the other time. So what role did we play? Because definitely we played a part. Because ignorance is not an excuse. Ignorance is consent.
Ima, we didn't play any part. We came out to protest and we were killed. Many young people lost their lives. That is the highest sacrifice a human being can give. They came out in millions nationwide, apart from some parts of the north. They protested, they demanded what is going on, and they will do it again. For me, what gave them the nerves, the guts to do what they are doing is that they are supported by international community, some countries, especially Britain. If you don't have a backing, you can't do certain things. America took out President Noriega of Panama from his bedroom on charges of drugs and power abuse, killing of people. He was in his battle when America took him up with helicopter. So in our case, the British government is strongly involved with this. So long you are killing people, I'll continue to take the crude oil in Bayelsa State, in Rivers, in Warri. Just keep killing people. We will not talk. Because if Britain sound alarm, French will follow, America will follow. But since they've been gaining from it for the past 3 to 4 years, nothing will happen. If you talk about the world body, Britain is the power breaker. Take it or leave it. It may eat your ear, but it's the truth. When a thief is helping you to look for what is missing, and he's the one that stole it, you can never see it. So why they have the nerves? Why they have the nerves? Because dictators. Because right now, like Mr. Israel said, Nigeria is not even desiring the dictatorship days of the military juntas due to the way things have become. Unfortunately, which is it's a psychological disaster. Because when you have a backing of a strong force abroad, they will tell you to imagine anytime they are sick, they run to London. Our president run to London. So does that not tell you anything? So for me, there's a conspiracy. But I know how Britain marked pressure on their former colonial territories for good governance. In the past 5 years, they've not done it. Why they went to Zamfara last few days? Because the gold is going to Dubai, it's not going to England. So for me, we tried our best, and we will keep trying right now to tell people about Peter Obi and to defend our vote and to vote. We tried. We came out during the NSAS. Maybe we didn't do enough. Maybe we should have stayed a bit longer. Maybe after people were killed, we should have still come out. Fine, we've learned our lesson, but next time it will not be the same. It won't be the same. The country is very bad. Look at our currency.
All right.
Yes, look at our currency. Things are expensive. You can't do anything anymore. Schools are shut down. So our federal government, there's a conspiracy there, and Britain is aiding this evil going on in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alex, thank you. That was a whole lot of onboarding you did right here. Thank you. Thank you. This is what this platform is meant for and more. I'll take this from Simon. Simon says, instead of Obaseki to be fighting terrorism and kidnappings in Edo State, he's busy fighting poor girls hustling in the streets. I weep. It is okay for foreign government to mount pressure on military government, but when it comes to democratically elected government, it is frowned upon. That's from Uki Ebo. Uki Ebo, it's good to have you on this broadcast. It's been a minute since I last saw you. I hope you're well. Welcome to this broadcast, and thank you for joining. Jeku, where have you been? Jeku says, thinking of Nigeria's situation really makes one shed tears. It is a pity. Simon says to be sincere, that country called Nigeria still have a very, 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 very long way to go. Whew. What do we say to these things? Good morning to you, Mr. Omori. Good morning to you, Mr. Omori. Thank you for joining this broadcast, Mr. Omori.
Good morning, Ma. Thanks for having me. It's always a delight to be on your show.
It's been a long time, Mr. Mori. If it's always a delight, then please, I want to see more of you. How have you been, Mr. Mori?
I've been doing fine. How are you doing too?
Good. Thank you. Mr. Mori, what do we say to these things happening to us? What do we say?
Ima, we'll be talking and we're almost getting tired of talking. But we will not give up. The situation is alarming. It's disappointing. It's disheartening. Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
Each time we come, each time we come on this show, I've always been saying since I was 15, like I've always known that we're sitting on a keg of gunpowder. I will always go to any forum to use any available opportunity to say this thing is going to explode someday. How and when? It's all I could not foretell. But the time is, I think it's around. He's here with us. You know, this. I mean, he has all characteristics of a failed nation. When the non-governmental actors, when they are placing their flags all over, collecting taxes and everywhere, you know, there are some parts of the north where non-governmental actors are in charge. Now, they are not just doing that. I see that is not enough. They are coming, they are almost taking over the federal capital territory. The administrative, I mean, this is, and this is not just starting today. It's an accumulation of negligence, accumulation of successive failures over the years. So, there's more to what we see, than meet the ordinary eyes. These are happening. So it's not just like we're talking about Fulani herdsmen, custom rustlers, banditry. I think there's more to what is happening in Nigeria. The video I saw yesterday, if that thing is from Nigeria, we are in a serious situation. We are in a serious situation. We have to wake up. If we are waiting for Britain, we are waiting for America to come and help us, we are just deceiving ourselves. We have to wake up as a people to take our destiny in our own hands. Or else.
Mr. Mori, by waking up, what do you mean?
Yeah, we have been docile. We have been too gullible. We have been sleeping. We have been in slumber for too long. We got to wake up. If this is an opportunity, I mean, there's a way you learn. I think we're about to learn the very hard way. I think it's the very hard way is the only way. Somebody talk about people. They have been killing us. Even when we are not protesting, we are still dying. So, when people talk about we protested during SARS, we were kids and all that, I just laugh. Freedom is not free anywhere. We got to take our country back or else things are going out of hand. We got to wake up from our slumber. If we wait for Britain, I repeat, if we wait for America, they have their own problem to solve. For Christ's sake, we're a sovereign nation. We even unnecessary interference in our governance is not supposed to be allowed. It has all this characteristics of a failed nation. The people have to wake up. Say there should be a Sri Lanka in Nigeria. There should be, a tsunami. People have to wake up and say enough is enough of this nonsense. We have been too docile. This same government protested against Jonathan government. I mean, we cannot even compare, with this one now. Government, Jonathan was a saint. Jonathan, compared to what is happening right now. It wasn't a good situation then. But now it is even worse. So we have to wake up and say, enough is enough. Waiting for Britain, I repeat, waiting for America, it will be an effort in futility.
All right, Mr. Mori. Thank you for your submission. I hope to see more of you, Mr. Mori. Please keep in touch. Stay tuned. Stick around. All right, sir. Mr. Collins. Hello, Mr. Collins. Good morning, Mr. Collins. Thank you for joining today. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, Mr. Collins. I want to read out something and I want to get a reaction from that. This is from Paul Obi from the comment section, and he says, Nigeria will break up before 7 months. When the federal capital of a country is being taken away by terrorists, what remains again? Some of the politicians will be chased away from their hometowns. Now, I'm painting a scenario where, it gets to that, like I read this morning, I said that IPOB, MASOB, they've come out to say they will not allow any of that, that they have given their words to their people and said they are going to protect the Igbo land and will not allow any of this terrorism come there. And I'm like, it's a good thing that you people have outfits, like security outfits like this, that that will be there for you, in a time like this that you need them. Other states, what do they have? What does Delta State have? What does Akwa Ibom State have? What does Osun State have? All these places, what do they have? Do they have armed group of people that will come out and fight for one common goal for once? Now, does this look like a good thing? Now, I have a picture of them going to reps. local government chair. Well, I mean, because Abuja is not going to be safe anymore for them. And with the way these airlines are shutting down, who knows? They might just not even get a plane out of the country. And is that the only time that people will be able to give accounts when they go and drag these people away from their homes? Is that the only time they'll be able to give accounts? And do you also think that this is what, there are chances of this happening to us, where everybody just has to go back to their state and hopefully they have a security outfit that would protect them?
Okay. Based on what you just read now, nothing like the terrorists is not going to take over the country. What is going to happen is revolution, because the way Nigeria is going, I think is going to force a lot of people. Because I said this before. I said somebody that the answers that is going to happen, the last one that happened will be just this the second one that is going to happen is going to be massive. Because if you look at the way things are going in Nigeria, the way things are happening in Nigeria, in making people to begin to raise up, people begin to stand up. So I think it's not going to be maybe in the form of maybe terrorists seizing the country. No, it's going to be in form of the citizens. You understand, the revolution that citizens are, the kind of protest that people are going to take, and because it's going to be as in a decision that everybody will say, let's just do it for now. If it's not now, no, it's not going to happen again. So I think that is what is going to happen. But in terms of maybe terrorists coming to take over the city, the capital, it's not gonna happen like that, like the way we see it. It's happening, but it's not gonna happen like that. Like these politicians now, the reason why you see them, they are talking about impeaching Buhari is because now it's beginning to affect them. So it's no longer, they are not hearing it is happening in Zamfara, or it's happening in Yobe, or it's happening in Imo State, or it's happening in Oshun. Now, or it's happening in Ondo. Now it's happening in as in their doorstep. So that is why you see them putting all these measures. You see them now calling for president to do something before 6 weeks. You understand? So in the name of 6 weeks, everywhere will come down or something down the nature. But which I think that putting pressure on Buhari will make the whole things more easy, because at the end of the day, I was like kind of thinking the level of this security in Nigeria. Are we sure we are going to have election in 2023? So by this kind of pressure they are putting on Buhari, I think if he can be able to work, which I believe he don't work, he just like after like since this month now, Buhari have conducted a meeting with security chief like 3 times now. So at the end of the day, there is nothing tangible coming out from that meeting. But with the pressure now putting on him and people speaking out, because now it's no longer party thing, because you're an APC member, you know what you're supposed to do. You can't say it because I'm an APC member. Now APC member also speaking. Now opposition is also speaking. So I think that pressure will mount on Buhari to be able to do something. But the main thing I'm telling you, mark it as systema, the thing that is going to happen is a revolution that is going to happen, as in a massive is going to happen before the election. You are going to see it before the election. Something big is going to happen in Nigeria that will make people just as in, because the way Nigeria
Is
government
it
is making people.
should we expect this nationwide, or say Abuja,
It's a
Lagos, or key
nationwide, like the
states, or
way it's
nationwide?
no, it's a nationwide, because when NSAS happened, they started from one state, then it begin to like govern the whole state. So I think it's going to happen
All
before the
right.
election, because looking at the whole thing and the whole architecture of security in Nigeria, the whole thing, people and another thing again you consider now, even 20 during the last NSAS, the hunger was not that much like now. Now people are hungry. The whole thing, even the way dollar is rising every day, every morning, it's making people get petrol is high, expensive now. Now watch me. Remember when that thing happened? There was Big Brother going on that period, so people tension was focusing on that Big Brother. So immediately Big Brother finished, then people now realizing that, oh, so this is how much I've been paying for electricity. This is how much I've been paying for NEPA. But now I don't think they are feeling the pain because they are busy watching for their Big Brother. Trust me, once they end this their stupid Big Brother, trust me, all of them will just come out and realize that, oh, so I've been paying much in this petrol. So this is what is going on in Nigeria. They will realize and you see this revolution start again, which I believe is going to start. Trust me, before October, Nigeria will wake up from this block. Once Big Brother is shut down, Nigeria senses come back. So, but now they are still focusing
All
on
right.
that Big Brother. Yeah. So for me, it's not going to be in terms of insecurity, maybe capturing Nigeria. No, it's in form of revolution is going to start. That is one thing I see coming out in all these things.
All right, Mr. Collins. Thank you. Thank you for that submission.
Welcome.
Mr. Charles, good morning to you. Thank you for joining this broadcast.
Yeah, Mrs. Emma, how are you today?
I'm
And
fine,
good
Mr. Charles.
evening from here.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Charles. Welcome to the weekend.
And
So,
yeah,
Mr. Charles,
today,
what do we say to this? Is yesterday, a Catholic church, St. Bridges, somewhere in Ijesha, well, people were peacefully observing or trying to get their PVC, and you have these thugs, political thugs, who stormed the place, caused mayhem, and went away with the PVC machine. Now that kind of gives us hope that there's going to be an election. That's why that disrupting the circulation of PVC collection and registration and all of that. Do you also think that?
Mrs. Emma, you see, Nigeria, there are people that have predicted already what is happening now, but Nigerians, we fail to pay attention to it. I'm not even sure. I am not even sure that there will be election. Forget about all this that is happening. All I'm believing and trusting God that these guys, they will not allow this to be true, because we Nigerians are just like watching movies, and the movies are keep on moving, and the actors are moving to achieve their bid, their agenda. And the rest of Nigerians are just like watching movies, Nollywood, terrorists, this, that. They say they will come to Abuja, this, that. And the guys that are doing this are very serious. They are very, very serious. Let us not be deceived. Let us not be deceived. And we are talking of election. Buhari's tenure has finished. Buhari has nothing to lose if anything happens now. If eventually his people took over, seize government, if eventually his people seize government, because what? If they took over Abuja, seize Asoro, they have seized government. Nigeria is finished. And this is what is playing out. And we think, oh, Buhari, why can't we think a president of a nation, a sympathizer of Boko Haram and bandits and the thugs and all manner of them, that appointed, we all know, the one guy that was appointed in his that is in charge of data, and this in Nigeria. Nigerians protested that he was this, he was a sympathizer of terrorism, this, that. At the end of the day, nothing happened. Many people in this government, many people that have been appointed in the government are doing everything to protect these people. And they are Nigerians. I'm not angry with them. I'm angry with we Southerners that are playing along with them because of greed, because we think we want to be relevant, because we see it, most of us see it as an opportunity to be better than others. And this is not playing out. These guys are not playing, they're not joking. If Buhari is serious in a government, this cannot happen. That terrorists will be issuing order. Terrorists will say they will do this, and the government will remain quiet, and it happened. I never see where these things happen. We are here talking about election, where some group of people will come and turn up the registration machine, and the police are everywhere watching them. Nobody will, nothing happen. And we are here talking. The same police, the same today, we have a Senate that cannot rise up to occasion. A Senate is an independent body that checkmates the executive. That when the president appoints anybody, they will scrutinize that person, check his profile, ask questions. But as soon as the president brings someone, they approve it. The Buhari government succeeded in making sure that his own people become in charge of Senate. They succeeded in making sure that his own people becomes in charge of security. That no matter whatever you do, no matter whatever you say, nothing will happen. The people will tell you. I was listening to one video. They told the people in Calabar. They say that installing Emirate in Calabar, which these people have told us that Nigeria is their inheritance, that their fathers inherited it for them. They were not saying it like hiding. They were saying it openly, and told us that they will get into the Atlantic Ocean, and they are doing it. And Nigerians are just talking. Every day we talk. And some people are just seeing it as if it's a tribal issue. As if it's a religious issue. This is never a religious issue. This is never a tribal issue. This is an agenda of a particular group of people who came to take over the land of some people. That is why in Nigeria, there can never be data. There can never be database. Why? Because if they do it now, they will stop a lot of people. They will stop them from coming in. But now Nigeria is porous. They can come in. They can become a Nigerian. They have access to our passport. They have access to everything. Nobody check them. Nobody cares. Who will check them? They are in charge of immigration. They're in charge of custom. They're in charge of defense. They're in charge of everything. Who will check them? And we are talking. Let's continue to be talking till this movie comes to an end. Nigerians becomes a slave in their land. You and I will be walking on the street with fear because some people will be carrying a gun. If you mess up, they shoot you. Nobody will talk about it because they have been doing it. AK-47 is not allowed to carry openly, but some group of people are carrying AK-47. If you caught them, take them to police, it will be released and the AK-47 will be returned back to them. Nothing happened. A lot of things have happened in Nigeria, Kaduna, southern Kaduna. People have been massacred. Just people have been massacred. Plateau, Nasarawa, Benue, or massacre. A lot has happened. And some people have claimed responsibility for that. Nothing has happened. And we're here talking every day. Honestly, this security in Nigeria, every time we come on this platform to talk about it, I always shed tears because what is going on, honestly, I wish every Nigerian eyes will open to this thing that is going on and they rise up to occasion.
I think like I always say, I think there's an awakening. We just need to get to that point where, everybody will just storm out of their house and everybody's just walking to one place, either going to the airport, going to the toll gates, going to, places that will cause, that will draw attention and like what's happening. I think we are getting there. Everything happening right here in Nigeria is felt. It's felt by everybody in Nigeria. It's felt by everybody in Nigeria. All right, Mr. Charles, thank you for that submission. I'll move to the next person, Mr. Dokomo. Good day to you, Mr. Dokomo. It's good to have you on today's broadcast. Mr. Dokomo? All right. Madam Stella, this is from Stella Oresoya. She says, INEC should hold the party involved in the machine registration hijack issue accountable. Those parties involved should be disqualified. But they don't get to know. That's it. And moreover, if you even catch anybody, they might tell you that with another party, just to put the other party in trouble. And we know we're not the ones that have the political talks that have the most hand, especially in Lagos. So when things are happening like this, we know they will not touch those people. So I don't know. I don't know what we are going to do with this PVC of a thing. The other day I heard that people are being still the same thing that happened yesterday. People got when they came, they were even snatching people's PVC off their hands. They are stealing PVCs now. Imagine they are stealing PVCs now. They are collecting it from people's hand. Please, if you have your PVC, don't move about with it. Keep it at home. Keep it safe, like safeguard it. You don't know what you have. That's a treasure. That's a gold mine you have with you there. If you have your PVC, keep it very well. Safeguard it. Save it. Keep it very, very, very well. Mr. Dokomo, I don't know what the problem is, but you're in and out of the studio. I keep trying to bring you back, but I can't. Maricela, I hope I have answered to that question. So I'll move on to Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, it's a very brief broadcast. Today, are you still with us, Mr. Kennedy? Mr. Kennedy?
Hello?
Kennedy?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm calling on you. I said, leave your submission to Nigerians. With everything happening, there's fear, there's tension, there's hunger, there's insecurity, people are literally walking and shaking on the road of Abuja. And what do you have to say to your people?
Uh, personally, I'm tired about the whole situation. I actually don't know what to say because if anybody had told me 20 years ago, 30 years ago that Nigeria would become like this, I think I would have disputed that person. When we were watching Somalia, that was around 95 or thereabout, and this Burundi, these people from this Houthi and Tutsis. I was like, wow, is this happening in this present world? I never knew it would come to Nigeria. But anyway, uh, we just have to summon courage. Let's see what is going to happen. Like I said, nobody knows what is going on except those people that are in the seat of power. There's something more to this than meet the eye, like I've already said before. Because all this cannot be happening, and they say the president is not aware. And president is not aware. What about the briefing, everyday briefing? I don't understand. And Rufai is so bold. He has the temerity to come out and say he went to brief the president. Is he the special assistant to the president? Is he the secretary to the president? Is he the minister of defense? Is he one of the intelligent in one of the intelligence department? And nobody's holding him accountable. That man should even be arrested. He should come and tell us how he got to Aso Rock, and or the people around the president, if they are docile, if they are insensitive, let us know. So that is how we know that there's something actually happening that is different from what I and you are seeing. So, but we all have to somewhat correct. Let us defend ourselves, like Danjuma has said, and other people have said. Let everybody be ready to defend him or herself. Bring out your machetes. Bring out everything you have. There's people with their guns and all these things that are hunters and all these are local people. Let everybody come. How many are they that we cannot even defeat them? People should come out and fight. And now one of my brother has been preaching that. I know it's true. All these countries we are enjoying today, they fought for freedom. You don't get freedom, you fight for it. They fought for freedom. Let everybody come. Let mothers come out, women, sisters, brothers, friends. Let everybody should come out and fight. They cannot kill everybody because we have no other place to run to. So that's my submission. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kennedy. You know, for every time I ask you, practically speaking, how do we defend ourselves? You say let's follow the cause. And this one time you are speaking like you're speaking like what you would do if you were in the country. Yes, get yourself prepared. All right, Mr. Alex, what do you have to say? What would you say to the people over here, or rather, if you were in Nigeria right now, how would you go about your day-to-day business?
Yeah, I'm in Nigeria. I'm in Benin, actually.
Oh,
So,
really? Okay. How is the
yeah,
city of Benin?
Benin is cool. Normal, you know, palpable fear everywhere, tension, normal. You just see the absence of government when it comes to security, but you only see the presence of government when it comes to money, budgets, IGRO. Just like they said, president is not aware of things happening when it comes to killings and terrorism, but he's aware that we borrowed a lot of money. He approved those money. He borrows those money with the rubber stamp Senate. Bini is there. Ask me, ask me your questions, man. Bini is just here. We are thinking of what the last panelist just said, that we have to defend ourselves. Benin's have always known to be, a self-defensive people. They don't look for trouble, but when trouble comes, they don't run. That's Benin for you. We have that in our DNA. So if you remember, NSA started from
Like
here and it spread like
Masob, sorry,
wildfire.
Mr. Alex. Do you have outfits like Masob, like IPOB, Do you have anything like that in
Uh,
Benin?
Benin is a special place. They really will not support those things, but they
So
don't
how
like
are you?
injustice and oppression.
No, but practically speaking, how then will you defend when these guys come with their weapons? How do you defend your people? If
In my community, for example,
everybody from being
in my
don't go.
community, for example, the Fulanis came in, but we pushed them back. I cannot say certain things because I'm on air. I will just use the word we push them back so that people will not
All
hold
right.
me liable for what I did not do. So we're able to, and I'm sure many
All right.
communities are doing that too. People are waking up
Oh good.
to
Oh
the
good.
reality. So we are
All right, Mr.
Fulanis
Alex.
know areas to go to. So let me give my submission about the whole thing. First of all, I did not say Britain should come and save us. I just said Britain has a hand in what is happening. No country can go into another country and save any country. Britain has a hand. If people are scared, probably because they live in Britain or any part of the world, to say the truth, I travel too. So the truth is very bitter. So you cannot tell me that Britain does not know what is going on in Nigeria. Anyways, I can't blame another man for my problem. So I want to thank those in power for the evil they are doing to us, the senators especially, the House of Rep members. I can only blame the senators from my own area. Matthew Roide, Ogbede Yama, the rep member, the past and present senator, Uzamere and the rest of them, serving governors who are supposed to defend my own interests in Abuja, who have become docile. They become complicit, they become accomplices in this dangerous crime of killing people nationwide. I thank them. Posterity will judge all of us. Presently, we know we don't have a government. We are envisaging the scenario of Afghanistan or Sri Lanka. And that we have to come out, like somebody said, to fight the fight of our lives. We die fighting, and our children continue and get the freedom, or we fight and get this freedom once and for all. This is what we have been running from. Fela sang about it. Many people have sung about it. At some point, it has to happen. And the new generation of Nigerians, children born in the 90s and late 80s, they are not like us and our fathers and our grandfathers. They cannot take the things that we have taken. That is what led to NSAS, that we joined them, and something is going to happen that our leaders will be so shocked. So if we do not get to elections in 2023, something disastrous is going to happen that will give birth to a new set of countries, because we cannot
All
continue like
right.
this.
All right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Alex. I really like that. With high time we begin to call these people by their names. Yes, call them by their names. Know your representatives and call them by their names. They've failed woefully. They've done nothing there. We voted you for our interest, but you went there and you went to catch interest from Abuja, from wherever. Yes, let's begin to call them by their names. Mr. Omori, please your submissions to Nigerians briefly.
Yeah, this is anarchy. In my elementary government, they told me anarchy was a state of lawlessness. There's no better word to use than we're in anarchy. Confusion everywhere, and we'll be praying, and God have been on our side. And not the same God we'll be praying to will not forsake us. If not for God on our side, I don't know where Nigeria will have been by now. Because the nonsense we take in Nigeria, the nonsense we accept over the years, is what is staring us in the face right now. It's only in Nigeria you see you to gather and worship those that oppress them. Because of religion, because of tribal sentiments, they will tell you, oh, he's a thief, we know he's a criminal, but he's our criminal. So we have been doing the unthinkable over the years, thinking we're going to get away from it. No, it's a lot of nature. Whatever goes around comes around. I think the problem we are facing is self-inflicted. We worship. We vote a councillor today, tomorrow is building mansions everywhere, buying cars everywhere. Instead of being a servant to the people, is a day we worship them like a demigod. We have been too subservient for too long. If this is if this is the, and like I said before, I don't pray for war, I don't pray for killings. But if this is a signal, if this is the moment that will wake us up, I think it will not, I don't pray for something disastrous, but this is a wake-up call to all of us. And the way we have been, going, there's no way a nation can survive like that. Like I said before, this has the characteristics of a failed state. This is a turning. I just pray, and I always like to preach hope. I'm not a prophet of doom. I still see light at the end of the tunnel. No forces, no power, can stop the will of the people who are determined for survival. I think we are a strong nation. And what is happening is it goes to show that we don't really have a country. People are, no sense of patriotism. People are ready to die. Like when 9/11 happened in America.
Oh,
When 9/11 happened in America, you forget whether you are a Republican, whether you're a Democrat. It's all about America. America first. Not about whether you're a Democrat or. But we don't have that sense of patriotism in Nigeria. The Yoruba man is saying, even now, things are so bad. People are still singing praises of their own oppressors. You know who is responsible for your problem. I pray the election holds. You can see youths gathering around the same oppressors have brought them to where they are. How do you fight for such a country? You tell them what to do, they tell you talk too much. You want to prove that you know too much. They know the oppressor, they know who is responsible for their problem. They worship them because they are the same, they go to the same church. They worship them because they go to the same mosque. They worship them because they are from the same tribe. How long do we continue like that as a nation? I don't want to give up. I still believe there is a hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much,
all
Ima,
right,
for having me
Mr.
this morning.
Murray. You're most welcome, Mr. Murray. Mr. Collins, Ms. Pansat, I can see you're trying to gain access. I'm so sorry. We've come to the close of today's broadcast. That's why I'm not adding you to the broadcast. I'm so sorry. Please let's do this earlier on Monday. Mr. Collins, please, your submission to Nigerians. Mr. Collins? All right, I move to Mr. Dokomo. Mr. Dokomo, are you still with us? Okay, people, thank you very much for today. We've had brother.
Good afternoon.
Oh, Mr. Dokomo. Oh, okay. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, please give your submission to Nigerians briefly. We've come to the close of today's.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. Emma. You see, the submission that I'm going to give my people there in Nigeria now is that it is better that everybody should get ready, because number one, Buhari said that he's not aware, but when you kill one cow, Buhari will be aware. Now, terrorism have been patrolling everywhere in the north, and Buhari said that he's not aware. Good and fine. That man is going nowhere. So what I want to tell my people right now, everybody should defend their state. Don't sleep, because we don't have a military anymore. They are the one that are full in Nigerian military. Everybody should get prepared. It only got intervention. You understand? Because these people still lying to us. They know everything. They knows how these people parade. They know everything. This is their game plan. We are not a kid anymore. You see why Kuje prison was. We know that all those things must come up. That is their plan. Prison break. One single helicopter did not even fly up with their camera and they locate where where they run to. Now they went there and go and they recruit them. They are coming out.
Mr. Dokomo, I'm so sorry. Our time is fast spent. We have come to the close of the show. This is where you just give.
Okay. Let me round up.
Please, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. So what I want to tell my people is that everybody should get prepared, because these people know what they are doing. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for that, Mr. Dokomo. To every other person here, please join me on Monday by 10 a.m. I'll be right here. I'm right here seated at my computer waiting for the time to strike and to join you guys. So please join me on Monday. Thank you very much. Have an amazing week. Please have an amazing week. Thank you for tuning in to my panelists. You guys are super amazing. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Make sure you have a good weekend. Please be very safe wherever you go. So keep your ears to the ground. Okay, just stay tuned, stay in touch. I'll see you on Monday, guys. I'll see you on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye.
Bye-bye.